Molly Muntz movie. The story of the film begins at an orphanage. Aisha with a small build named Molly from when she was a child. Hannah. Molly tells of the house and says the director's name is Edison, and the one who treated us harshly, and she prevented us from doing anything amusing. For example, you don't accept to see TV, eat sweets, or read books. Whoever does these things will punish him. So Mole was hiding in the laundry room until she read a book. As she reads it, a boy named Rocky comes to her. Who is her best friend at home? They steal sandwiches from the kitchen and distribute to their friends. And Hannah is surprised when Edison hears them or enters and sees them, so take them to the office, her money, or scream at them, and tell them I will punish you. And Hannah Mollett interrupted her and told her that I was the one who stole the food. Edison is intolerant of her and tells her it is your punishment. Clean the bathrooms for a week. As for the rest, it will be a curfew at night or all week long. You only eat fish soup, because she knows they hate her. The second and the cook will make them soup, and Cola refused to eat it. Omal sees the advertising paper, a talent competition in the village. And she says, Rocky, what do you think of sharing because your voice is sweet? Or why do you hear it in particular? She keeps laughing at her suggestion and they seem to fight. Or what Dyson do you hear them and come screaming at them? And when you see the competition card in Molly's hand, you take it from her. It's apparent punishment. What is your benefit? So your punishment is that you wash dishes for a week. And actually Molly washes them after eating. Oroko stays with her singing to her on Maud. She was impressed with his voice. Or was the encouragement to Maud participating in the competition? But Rocky tells her I'm ashamed to sing in front of people. So Mole says to him, I will sing with you. And when they want to sing together, Edison enters and shouts at them to tell them no one will come out of this house unless someone adopts you. And when Mala J goes up to her room, you meet the nanny Perry, who is always nice to them. Everyone loved her. Mola sits with her on the stairs and tells her what happened. You tell her that you are a very special girl, and everyone loves you, or you must trust yourself and not let anyone destroy you. And she gives her and tells her my soul is developing. She wakes up and relieves her. And a second Molly was upset by Edison's words, or she was sitting alone. Rocky comes to her and says, let's play. But she tells him I'm going to the city library, so I can borrow a book or the library. And while he's going on a book, until you read it, and you hear someone named Nocta yelling at the librarian. Ali Madia received his book on hypnosis, and he is Aja from London on his affection because it is not available but in this library. What is the receipt of the book that revolves around him? And when you open and you read the first page, and what is written in it is that she will start an amazing journey. She loves it and wants to take it with her. And when she came to see the book, he signed from her, saw her, and followed her. But it's not what you take and run away. Asks a lady about her, and she says that her name is Molly, and she is an orphan and lives in the orphanage. And when Molly returns home, you start reading the book and understand it's about hypnosis. The book taught hypnotism. He read the instructions and decided that he would try what I learned, so she chooses the Edison dog that was present in her right. And when you apply what is written, really you can control the dog, and she is happy with everything as a hobby. Hannah comes to Rocky, and he got upset with her because she forgot to sing together. What do you say? I'm busy and I'm sorry, or I promise I won't forget again. And Hannah is going to the kitchen on Maud, trying to hypnotize the cook. Or I really was able to succeed, and tell her not to make fish soup yet or night. The children are surprised when the cook makes them Italian pasta, and they were happy with it. Edison comes in and keeps yelling at them, and the cook Uber interrupts it. She tells her it's the first delicious meal kids have eaten in many years. Make them happy. Or Edison shut up, but she shocks them for what she tells them that I received a request from a rich family who wanted a child to adopt, and I will send them Rocky. And she tells Rocky that the family is early coming, so she must wear tidy clothes. And Hannah, Rocky, and Maul are sad because they don't want to part. Or at night on the swing, they were talking together. Oroki, I don't want to go. My money is eating it, and I will not allow us to part. At this time, Peru was in a library. Edison and tell her what happens. Divide their data and let us wait for a family to adopt them both. But Edison tells her not to get involved. Ubert fanaticism and threaten her and tell her, if the family, I hope Truckee will inform the police. It's you being cruel. Oh boys, and I will make them imprisoned. Second day, Knox sneaks into the house on Maud, stealing the book from Molly. But Edison obliges him and asks him and tells him, what are you doing? He tells her that I am coming to volunteer at the house. She agrees and occupies him and them and assigns him tasks. He has to settle them or night. Molly was reading the book so she could learn more hypnotism. She knew it was hard to control the mind of a fanatical person, and if you want to control someone, they must be relaxed. And Hannah Edison was thinking how to get rid of Perry. She shouts at a mod that fixes the lights that are in a high place. Or when Perry gets on the chair, she pushes her and expects, "So we will come to the ambulance or take it," and the children are upset with her. Sits and screams and orders them to sleep immediately. Morning, Rocky wanted to go to the competition and asked Molly to go with him. On his nervous manager, Molly says that I will come and see you. Then you go to Edison's office to hypnotize her. And she decided he changed her decision to adopt Rocky. Or she really could control her mind. And she tells her to let the family adopt a second child. And if the family, I hope one of us, so they must take it. The two of us. Also, you must treat children in a better way or by chance before. Don't look. See her record, and you know that her family is not dead, but they abandoned her when she was a child in front of the house. Mole is crying and crying because she remembers Rocky and that she is late for him. Run fast for a while, catch it. And in the meantime, Rocky, see Molly. He did not come to the show as he withdraws. When Molly arrives, you will see the offer sincerely. Surely Rocky will be upset with her. So we will reach the family and Addison. We will see them as 3 children other than Rocky. But suddenly Rocky walks in or acts nice and family on mode. They adopt him and he angers Molly. And the family really loves him and decides that he adopts him. And when Rocky gets up with them in the car, Molly gets home. And she says that I let Edison change her decision. But she's surprised what he tells her. It's not Edison's decision. My decision. And I want to go because you promised me. You are coming to the show or you have not fulfilled your promises. He says goodbye to her and goes, and family, they live in London. Moll in her room was sad, so her friend came to her and suggested she has to go and see him. I swear to God you like her idea, and I decided to use the hypnosis I learned. On Maud, go back to the house. She went to Edison's office until you see the papers with the address of Rocky and Hannah. Knock comes to her and asks her and tells her where is the book, and she pushes him or pulls the paper and runs. But what you notice is that the title was torn from the paper, and when Knock follows her, Edison's dog comes and attacks him and signs him and Hannah. The dog runs after Molly. She takes it with her, and then Molly uses hypnosis on Mode. Travel by bus. She knows that the address is not on the paper because it was torn when I pulled it, and when they arrive through hypnosis, you can appreciate that he is a hotel dealer. Control their minds and book the best room. And she was walking on the TV, and the second she used her power on the... Do you know Rocky's address or do you know him? So you go to Maud to meet him. And she seemed to tell him all about hypnosis. And she says to him, come with you and we will be able to achieve our dreams. But Rocky surprises her and refuses, and he tells her that I have a family living with them and I am happy. And he left it and went after Hamoli. She goes back to the hotel and she's sad, and you don't know what you will do without Rocky. And Hannah sees a famous singer on television. She has a show and she wants girls to sing with her. It announces the audition venue. Omoli decides to join the show. And you really go and stop quickly for a long time, so here you see the product. And he fights, singer. Their data becomes a problem. Omol here takes advantage of the opportunity and goes on it and hypnotizes. She convinced him to kiss her. On Maud, she sings on the show. Was the singer Haya? Or did the producer agree and leave her in her place? Or after the party becomes all the audience loves it? Or after the party Molly is famous for everything? London, or they were hosting it on the most popular TV shows. And she came to take the dog with her. You see her pictures in all the streets of London, and people gather around her on a mod to photograph her. But Mala, in fact, was not talented and did not know how to sing and dance. And all this happened through her hypnotizing the product. And she was afraid the public would find out. So you start spinning the book in a way, let the audience see her talented, and actually learn to control the minds of a large number of people, and over the days she had a party that people would attend to hobbies. She was nervous and decided to control their minds. At the same time, the people of Rocky tell him, we're going to transfer you to boarding school. Instead of your school, hey, Froki rips and fights with them in front of the guests, and he tells them that I will not go to any boarding schools. Then he goes up to his room and decides he's running away from home, Farah and Dor on Molly. And Hannah Molly starts her party. And when she goes on stage, she says to the audience, focus on my eyes. And I actually managed to sleep them and control their minds. They saw her talented, and in the meantime, the structure of the singer who Molly took her place. She was in Molly's room spinning her stuff until you know what is the reason for her fame. Even though she is never talented. He received the book of hypnosis and Hannah. She understood the secret of fame. Suddenly, Knock enters the room to take the book. And he sees it in the hands of the singer who refuses to give it to God. They are fighting to some extent. The singer can take it. And at this time, the show will get rid of its money and all people love it. But the mall remains a rule alone and annoyed because she cheated the audience. Help comes to her money. And she tells her, my soul, and change your clothes. When Mole entered her room, the singer received her waiting there. She faces it. She tells her, I've been tired for 6 years. I'm famous and you came to sleep. The audience is magnetic and you took my place and my fame. Amal feels guilty and apologizes to her. She tells her that I am upset because I am coming to cheat on them. I promise you I will go and never return to this place. Omali hiss. You go to the product and sleep magnetically and say to him, the singer's eye is in my place because she is more talented than me. Or really the product. He does what she said or outside. She meets Rocky, her boyfriend, and rejoices in everything as a hobby. Hug each other, and she says everything that happened to her. And she sees the book. And Hannah comes to her with a structure or gives her a message from Nook. He tells her that I took your money, dog. In return, I want the book and return it to you. So Mole hear fanaticism and go to the place. On Mod, you return the dog by controlling Nock's mind. And when Rock arrives, he stays waiting for her on a Mod watching her. She is surprised when she sees Nock wearing glasses. What do you control? Fnock tells her I want you to help me. On Mod, we rob a bank using your hypnosis abilities. And when Mala refuses Nook, he says to her, you're also coming to focus on people, and you are your own fame. And if you steal me and Yaya, I will kill the dog. So you have to and agree to help him. And Hannah sees the bank employee's truck, and the one who has the money and jewelry safe. So Mole goes and controls their mind, and they take the truck from them. She and everyone are far away. But Nock doesn't notice that Rocky is hiding on top of the truck, and when they stop, Nook locks Molly and the dog in the cage, and he goes to Mod to open the safe, but he is surprised when it only opens with the fingerprint of the eye. And Hannah Nook arrives, and we know that she is the mastermind for this plan, and she says that you are a loser and a coward, or make Molly open. The safe is strong, and the first time you open it, you return it to the cage or lock up Nock and her. And Hannah Nook and her assistants, they look like taking jewelry out of the truck's safe. Meanwhile, Rocky comes to Molly. They answer a mirror. He tells her, close the door of the safe on them by reflecting your eyes in the mirror, or actually Maul use the binoculars or succeed and close the door on them. Uruk here takes them out of the cage. Or then Maul controls the mind of Nook. She's turning herself into the police with the jewelry she stole. So Molly and Rock are coming back to the house again, or they brought gifts to all their friends. They are surprised when they see Perry. She tells them that Edison resigned from the administration and I took her place. They rejoice in everything Omal's hobbies decided to live her life. Without cheating, or she goes to the librarian and returns the book to her, or she decided to complete her life simply and happily, or without laughing at the most confident people or insulting them. Be the end of the movie.